Okay, today's lesson is 11-3 and it's dividing polynomials. Okay, so we have a 4-term polynomial divided by a single-term polynomial, which is called a monomial. So in this case, when you're dividing by a monomial, just put a fraction bar underneath of each of your terms. Write your monomial under each fraction or each term. Okay, once you do that, you're then going to just do regular division, looking at each one of these as separate fractions. Okay, so let's look at number 1, or the first fraction here. 4 will go into 8 2 times. If you're dividing bases, you subtract exponents. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Keep the plus sign. 4 will go into 16 4 times. Subtract exponents. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 will go into 4 1 time. Keep the negative sign. These two cancel. And then keep the plus sign. 2 over 4 is 1/2. Okay, and we can do this a couple ways. We can say, okay, there's 2 t's at the bottom. There's 1 t at the top. How many can I cancel out? I can cancel out 1, and there's still a t at the bottom. Or you can think, there's an invisible 1 here. I'm going to subtract 2, keep change, and I got a t to the negative 1, and that goes to the bottom of your fraction. Okay, Charlie's barking at a cat. Okay, and so once you do that, you've divided everything. I end up with this right here as my answer. And I'm all done. Okay, next one. Okay, we've got now a 3-term, a trinomial, divided by a binomial, 2 terms. First thing you need to do is look to see if it's in standard form. And I'm going to be looking for the exponents if they're in descending order. 2, there's invisible 1 here, and there's none, so it's descending order. And this one is 1 and none. So they're in standard form. Okay. Now I'm going to divide them. So to do a trinomial divided by a binomial, and these are terms, I'm going to put parentheses around them. I'm going to put them in long division form. So I'm going to put the x plus 1 on the outside of my house, my division bar, and inside is 2x squared minus x minus 3. Okay, then I'm just going to do the math. I'm going to go x times what is 2x squared. And we say 2x. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is positive 2x. When you do that, after you do that, draw your line, change your sign. So this is 0. They cancel each other out. Negative 1x and negative 2x is negative 3x. Bring down your negative 3. Next step, we're going to go x times what is going to give me negative 3x squared, or 3x. It's negative 3. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Draw your line. Change your sign. So this is 0. This is 0. There's no remainder. So my answer is right here. This is my answer, 2x minus 3. Okay, and the final example that we're going to do is this one. We have a 3 terms. It's a trinomial divided by a binomial. So I know it's going to be long division. So I'm going to go ahead and make my house, my division bar. Okay, these need to be in standard form. So right here there's an invisible 1. Right here this would be a none. Right here is an invisible 1. So first of all, look at the binomial. Is that in standard form? It's not. My x needs to come first, and then my positive 3. Okay, the outside of my house is in standard form. The inside, I have 1, 3, and none. Okay, I need it to be 3, 2, 1, none. So the 3 is going to go first. Okay, where's my 2? How many 2's do I have here? How many x to the seconds do I have? And I don't have any that I see, but I can make a placeholder and put it as 0, x to the second. Okay, x to the first, how many do I have? I have negative 4x. And then my none, or just my number, is plus 12. Okay, so now I have the inside of my fraction bar in standard form. 3, 2, 1, none. And now I'm going to do just like I did before. I need to ask myself, what times x is going to give me x to the third power? I have 1x already. I need 2 more x's. So x squared. X squared times x is going to give me x to the third power. 3 times x to the second power is 3 x to the second power. Draw my line, change my sign, so give us the opposite sign. This is 0, this becomes negative 3x squared. Bring down the negative 4x. Okay, then I'm going to go x times what is going to give me negative 3x squared, and it's going to be a negative 3x. Because negative 3x times x is going to give me negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times 3 is going to give me a negative 9x. Draw your line. Change your sign. So I'm going to draw my line. Change my sign. So this is 0. I have 5x, bring down the positive 12. Okay, so x times what is going to give me 5x? It's going to be a positive 5. 5 times x is positive 5x. 5 times 3 is positive 15. We're going to draw our line and then change our sign. So this becomes negative 5 and this is a negative 15. This is a 0. Negative 15 and 12 is negative 3. Okay, that's our remainder. We put a negative, the 3 at the top, which is our remainder, and the fraction, which is the outside of our house, x plus 3. And this right here is my answer, what it's on the top side of the house, or of your division bar. Okay, so that is how you divide polynomials. Hopefully if you're struggling with that, you can watch it a couple times and see what I was doing and make sure that you're good with that.